Alright, so 1 minute wisdom from the Rebbe for today. So the beginning of this week's parsha speaks about the idea of a person taking an oath, that he swears that he's going to do or not do something. Now, when it comes to the idea of taking an oath, the Chachams describe it in different ways. Sometimes it seems like it's a good thing, sometimes it seems like it's not a good thing. Like the Rambam himself writes 3 different ways. The Rambam first writes that taking an oath is a very good thing. It's a way a person can be able to separate himself from the world and focus on fully serving God, and it's one of the ways of serving Hashem. Then the very next halacha, he says that a person, rather though, you shouldn't really take so many oaths. Instead, you should just separate yourself from the world without the oath. And in another place, in Hilchos Deis, he says that taking oaths is not a good thing. As the Chacham said, it's enough what already Torah forbids you to do. Why are you going to forbid more things on yourself? So how do you have all 3 of these things? The explanation is that there's really 3 different levels, 3 different type of people, and each one needs to deal with serving Hashem the way that fits him best. One way of serving Hashem is a person who's fully involved in the world. He's sunk and he's trapped in the ways of the world. Therefore, for him, he's not able to escape the world naturally. So he has to take an oath. He has to decide within himself and take a promise that he's never going to deal with the world. And instead, he's going to separate from this and this thing. And that's a very, very big way of serving Hashem. The next level is someone who's able to separate himself from the world without an oath, but he's still involved. He still has a connection to the world. And therefore, he's not able to fully indulge in the world because it's going to drag him down. So instead, he should separate himself from the world. But he shouldn't take an extra oath because there's no need to take such a strong thing. The last person is someone who's already complete in the serving Hashem. And therefore, for him, he has to fully involve himself in the world because that's the best way to be able to elevate it. To bring up the world and make it a place for God to be able to live, he has to be able to deal with the world. So therefore, he shouldn't forbid extra things, rather should use out the world and purify it to make it a place for Hashem to live. L'chaim, l'chaim.